Welcome back to our channel. The 8th generation Dodge Charger has been revealed and marks a new era in the company's muscle car history. For the first time, the Charger is available as an electric vehicle, but the company will still offer internal combustion engines. More on that later. All electric versions of the latest Charger are referred to as Daytonas, and there are two trim levels to choose from, R/T and Scat Pack. The Charger Daytona is built on Stellantis STL, a large platform, and uses a 400-volt electrical architecture as well as a 100.5 kilowatts per hour battery pack, the latter capable of a peak discharge rate of 550 kilowatts. Both trims are all-wheel drive with an electric drive module on each axle. The EDM integrates the inverter, single-ratio gearbox, and electric motor into a single unit, with each one capable of generating 335 horsepower, 250 kilowatts, and 407 newton-meters of torque. The rear RDM is accompanied by a mechanical limited-slip differential. The company noted, according to Dodge, the R/T has a total system output of 496 horsepower and 548 newton-meters, while the Scat Pack offers 670 horsepower and 850 newton-meters. A caveat here is these figures are only achieved when the power shot function is engaged, which provides a 40 horsepower boost, like a shot of nitrous oxide, for 15 seconds. This can be done multiple times, although there is a 30-second wait between each use. Without power shot, the normal outputs of the R/T and Scat Pack would be 630 horsepower and 456 horsepower respectively. Dodge complicates things by saying that for the 2024 model year, the R/T will come standard with a direct connection Stage 1 upgrade kit that adds 40 horsepower for 496 horsepower with power shot in action. For the 2024 Charger Daytona Scat Pack, it will be delivered with a Stage 2 kit that adds 80 horsepower for 670 horsepower with power shot, meaning that the base output would be 590 horsepower. The company says future Daytona models will require direct connection stage kits to be purchased in order to upgrade from base models to Stage 1 and Stage 2 performance levels. Confusing power figures aside, the Daytona R/T will take 4.7 seconds to get from 0 to 96 kilowatts per hour, 0 to 60 miles per hour, while the same sprint for the Scat Pack requires just 3.3 seconds. The top speed of this Scat Pack is also higher at 220 kilometers per hour compared to the R/T that manages 216 kilowatts per hour. If you're worried about the lack of noise, Daytona models come with a patent-pending Fretonic chambered exhaust, which is claimed to deliver Hellcat levels of sound intensity that set the Charger apart from ordinary EVs. Other driving-related features include optional Brembo brakes, brake-by-wire technology, massive tires, 305/35 front and 325/35 rear, front multi-link and independent rear suspension, as well as dual-valve adaptive dampers. There's no shortage of drive modes either, including Auto, Eco, Sport, Wet/Snow, Track, and Drag. For the Scat Pack, it gets additional options such as Donut and Drift, while all variants get line lock, launch control, race prep, and performance pages. On the charging front, the Charger Daytona supports DC fast charging at up to 350 kilowatts, which can get the battery from a 20 to 80% state of charge in just over 27 minutes. Fully charged, the R/T provides up to 510 kilometers of range, Dodge claims, while the Scat Pack will deliver as much as 418 kilometers. As for the internal combustion engine version of the Charger, it is powered by a 3-liter twin-turbo straight-six Hurricane engine also seen in the Jeep Grand Wagoner. The engine comes in two states of tune, with the first serving up 420 horsepower in the Charger 6-pack SO, while the 6-pack H0 packs 550 horsepower, both all-wheel drive, but there are limited details on these for now. What about a V8? That's long gone. In terms of design, the all-new Charger cuts a familiar profile with the lift-back shape that evokes memories of the second-generation model. Another reference to Dodge's heritage is seen on the grille that wears a contemporary version of the Fratstag logo that was used on its cars in the 1960s and 1970s. Available as a 2-door coupe or 4-door sedan, the Charger remains a big car regardless of the number of doors. Measuring in at around 5,181 millimeters long and 2,133 millimeters wide, the wheelbase is the same for both body styles. Inside, the Charger sports a 10.25 or 16-inch digital instrument cluster to go along with the central 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen, the latter angled towards the driver. Physical controls are still present for commonly used functions, while the center console accommodates a rather uniquely shaped pistol grip gear shifter. Dodge offers combination fabric leatherette and Nappa leather seat upholsteries, along with other options such as a full-length glass roof, 64-color ambient lighting, a head-up display, carbon and suede trim, a wireless charging pad, a 9 or 18-speaker Alpine sound system, and more. The Uconnect 5 infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and Dodge Connected Services is included as standard. All Charger models will come with active safety systems such as autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control with stop and go and lane centering, blind spot monitoring, and traffic sign recognition, with add-ons being all-around parking sensors, a 360-degree camera, and blind spot cameras. Production of the Charger will take place at Dodge's Windsor plant, starting with the two-door coupe versions of the Daytona in mid-2024. While all other variants will be produced in the first quarter of 2025. Friends, do you like the new 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona? Write your opinion in the comments, as well as like and subscribe to the channel so as not to miss the latest news from the world of cars. See you soon. Goodbye, everyone.